part of a FEMA Urban Search and Rescue Task Force. We have a Type 1 and a Type 3 and some mission-ready packages for human resource detection. There's 28 teams in the USAR system in various states. We're from Washington. There's another team from Nevada, part of our search group. We've got canines from all over the country now, but most of us are police, firefighters, EMTs, structural engineers, doctors, paramedics, multidiscipline, some civilians, doctors, obviously, our structural engineers, a lot of them are dog handlers, so a lot of mix. We're in the team that we're from are spread over the west side of Washington State, and we deploy on a moment's notice when given FEMA activation and alert orders. And we were notified on the 10th that we were going to be coming out here. We had kind of saw the hurricane go past, so it was a little off our radar until it was put back on our radar. We were notified by FEMA headquarters, USAR branch, that there was a terrible tragedy here, and we kind of shifted gears and we had a pretty rapid turnaround to get out the door. We're traveling with about 50,000 pounds, 55,000 pounds of rescue gear and equipment that we use for a variety of disciplines and types of searches. And primarily now we are facilitating human remain dogs that are searching every address in this area. We actually go forward first with people, and then we have the dogs come behind and actually basically check every parcel, and if they hit on that, then we come behind and we have a full process for handling the human remains in a dignified collecting. They collect them, and then we have a federal team here that is here to collect, document, and make sure that we're able to do that in a cultural, proper, and respectful manner. Big search area, devastating fire. I've not seen anything like this in my entire 30 years in the fire service, and been to some pretty significant incidents. And the intensity, the population density, all those things combined have got us where we are today. You know, everybody's in our line of business sees a lot of terrible things at every shift we go to work, and you kind of find a place to compartmentalize that. And every incident, every disaster we go to, I think I've deployed in excess of 20 times on these deployments, and it just always seems like every disaster has its own special place, and you have to deal with it a special way. How we deal with that, we have our brothers and sisters here. We have peer support in great numbers, and we're constantly using the buddy system, wingman in the Air Force. So we're paying attention to our person on our left and our right. We're doing health checks on each other, mental checks on each other, and you know, if somebody sees something, they say something. You know, just like this community, our folks are fragile too, and you don't know what's going to affect somebody on a certain day. So it's a continuous process. We brief it in the morning, we brief it at the end of the duty day. It was briefed initially, and then when we get back, we're going to check in with people to see how they're doing. And not only that, we are going to be checking in with their families, because their families are deployed too. And you know, there's a lot of information that we cannot share, so it's a tough deal for our families too. I know if my city of Tacoma or Puyallup, where I'm stationed from, and with the Tacoma Fire Department, if something like this happened to my community, I would expect that and respect for what we have in our local area, and that keeps us focused on how we comport ourselves each day when we go out and serve, and that we're aware of people are watching us, and that we're conducting ourselves. We look professional, and so to answer your question, that's what kind of keeps me centered with what we're doing, and the importance of what we've got going on. Our search slows down and speeds up. Like right now, we're getting the peak of the day, and we're kind of getting a battle rhythm. So we know that this time of day, the dogs are slowing down. So to have a full work day, we have to kind of search busy in the morning, slow down in the afternoon so that we can finish the day. And we got that wrong a couple times, and our dogs were done. So it's self-disciplining practice. So we think we're getting it dialed in. I think we're on day 4 now. So of active searching operations. So can't do it without the dogs. So we have to base our decisions and everything. We're looking at resources to keep them cool.